Hey y'all, this is the collector on the corner. And there's Randy. And here's a tire that our son brought for him to put on the
front here.
On the front here, and he's gonna put this in on the back. And Randall took off the
intake and exhaust manifold.
Yeah, intake and exhaust manifolds.
I had a little trouble with it. This bolt, the head twisted off, and it goes through the manifold right there, and it was rusty. I had to take it in two parts. I finally got it off.
Yes.
I can heat that up with a torch right there and probably get it loose. And I'm gonna go ahead and
cut these off and take
I'm gonna cut the ends of these bolts off, and so I don't damage the frame. We'll take the impact wrench and take the winch off. Take the radiator off because that grill needs straightened out. Take that fender off. And I'm gonna do a thorough power washing. And that way I can get straight in at this here hole water jacket where the distributor tube is right here on the front. Y'all seen me pull that tube out that other end.
Yeah, that tube was hard to get out.
Okay, I've got another little project going on here that I'm messing with. This is what I can do in the shade.
Okay. I wish you'd clean while you're in the shade.
Well,
what excuse have
y'all might remember.
What excuse have you got for not cleaning while you're in the shade?
I did another video where I started up a Briggs Stratton engine that was on a Midland walking tractor with a plow, and it flew apart. The rod come out of it and everything. Well, I was needing a gear reduction, one-cylinder motor for another little project I got. And I had this one. And that's got 3-inch bore in it.
3 inch.
And the coil was bad on it. And I think the last time I was running, I was using a battery and external coil, but it was wore out. The bore's wore out in it. It don't have hardly any compression. And the piston and everything was real good in that one throat rod. And you gotta have this kind of crankshaft for a gear reduction. See how them gears on the end of it? So I took and got that crankshaft and rod out of this engine here, and I stuck in this.
And what happened?
This is a Briggs Model 9. And you wrap a rope around to start it. But I found me a piece of pipe that fit over that crankshaft and drilled a hole in it, and I got my hand crank. See, you see the piston there. I kept steady up.
Yeah, I see everything.
But anyway, I fixed my hand crank.
Boy, howdy, you better have it attached to something.
Yeah, them.
Because that's going to be hard to crank.
Engine's got a 2 1/4 inch bore and a 2 1/4 inch stroke. It's a number 9.
Number 9.
I don't know what this one is. It's got 3-inch piston.
I'll tell you what it is.
It may have been bored out to 3 inches already. I don't know, but this old engine just didn't have no compression. I even tore it down and lapped the valves and all that, and I still couldn't get it enough compression run, but it fires. With the coil off that I took off of this one, it fired. That coil's hard to come by.
Whatever you say,
for these old
dear.
motors. Okay.
I was going to say, there's one, there's
I've
one,
got another one over
there's
here.
one. They don't look hard to find them for me. It looks like a piece of one. Oh, and there's one. I don't know why you're saying they're hard to find. I found like 5 just standing here. And there's a gas tank for one.
The gear reduction is
Here's one.
FD23.
FD23.
And it wasn't making no spark. So I've taken apart 5 of the points, and that didn't help nothing. And what it is, behind that coil, there's all kinds of mouse nests. And I've cleaned that up. That was real rusty. But I've been cleaning that up. But you can see that gear reduction, how fast that turns out.
Wow.
This thing got compression though, boy.
Wow. Oh.
It's got real good compression. And it's heavy.
I heard it.
So I bolted it to this little card. I don't know what was on this card originally. Something come from an auction. I get $5 for that at auction.
Wow.
I remember where I bought it. Anyway, and I bolted it to that cart. But I got another little project.
Oh, it
y'all
says
see.
it was a professional marking system. I guess paint went in there and you went down the road and marked the lines.
But anyway, you know.
Or something. Yeah.
The kids watch that little cartoon, read them little books about the man with the yellow hat,
Uh-huh. Oh, you're the man with the red hat.
orange hat.
And they're your little monkeys, huh?
Huh?
And the grandkids are your little monkeys.
Well, the man with yellow hat had a monkey, yeah. I've got a Debbie.
Yeah, okay.
That's better. That's better. You can do all different kinds of tricks that monkey can't do.
Oh, Jesus. Like laundry and dishes?
Do laundry and dishes.
Oh, my gosh.
Feed the critters and cook my food and mow the garden. And
why don't somebody invent a house where you just, like, close it up, and then when you go outside, you push a button, wash or clean, and then it does like a washing machine, and when you go back in there, everything's clean.
the Jetsons was a fairy tale, Debbie.
Well, you know what? It's nicer living in a fairy tale
anyway,
world.
I've had this engine for 15 years, and somebody put a great big pulley on it and had it on a tank and had a truck air compressor. I don't know if it ever worked because I've never heard it run. It didn't run when I got it. But I've got something else that would be real handy rig if I can get it together, but I need a gear reduction engine.
Oh, I wanted to tell you about my invention. I've got an invention. I just got it invented. My glasses that you put on cows, that when they raise up, they fall down and they look like they're surrounded by fence. And then when they lower their head down, the glasses raise up so they can eat the grass.
When they're looking down, they're seeing grass. If they raise their head up, there's a fence in front of them.
Yeah.
On them glasses.
Yeah, on them glasses. So they'll never get out because they always think they're surrounded by fence.
Sometimes you have some pretty good ideas.
Now I just got to get the cows to wear the glasses willingly.
Oh. Put them on, keep them clean.
That's up to them. But I think that's a pretty good invention.
It's Saturday, I didn't go to an auction day, and I ain't going to one next Saturday, but I'm going to one the last of the month.
I know, and you're only going for your son.
My son has got something he wants me to buy at an auction.
I know, and you're not going to tell what it is. You're not going to tell what it is.
He'd give me a blank check.
I know, and that's why we are going on vacation.
Debbie's going to go with me.
He doesn't know that I'm going on vacation, taking his money, leaving Randall home.
It's a pretty good jaunt, but there's a couple items up there he thinks he needs. And it don't matter. He's got the money, and him and his wife ain't got no kids. He can spend his money any way he wants.
That's right. And you've got a Debbie, and you need to spend your money the way Debbie wants.
Yeah, I need to start doing a little more of that.
Yes, you do, because you don't.
But anyway.
Okay, when are you going to start spending your money on Little Debbie? And I don't mean the Little Debbie snack cakes. I mean the Little Debbie that cooks and cleans and gripes and moans and does a little bit of this.
That story I was going to tell you.
I know, and I made you forget it.
I can't think of what it was.
I
remember the I guess I need to write them down.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've been messing with little chainsaw season's over, so I've been messing with one-cylinder motors. I started pulling them tiller motors, and I went around looking at other deal I'd had all them years, so I need to go ahead and do that. now's the time to do it. If I don't do it now, I probably never will.
And I told him that garden season's almost over, so he
This
needs
ain't
to.
got nothing to do with the garden.
Oh, this ain't got nothing to do. What's it got to do with the garden? What's it got
I've
to
got
do?
another little apparatus that I'm gonna put this motor on.
Apparatus. Could you tell me what kind of apparatus it is?
Not right now. It's a surprise. They'll just have to.
It's a surprise.
They'll have to keep watching the video.
Oh, is it a
But I also.
Is it a swing power pusher for the swing you never did put up and the swing I never did paint?
I've got something else that I need to put a motor on.
Maybe I'll just have to.
I'll tell
Have you
what
got
it
any
is.
oil? I can just oil down my swing set and make it where it's not, where it's resistant to rain. Of course, nobody will want to sit on it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I've got a little car that my middle son played with. He traded a gold or something for it.
Oh yeah, that little green one.
Yeah, that little car. No, that little car that he got from BK, he traded the goat for.
No, I don't remember. You guys have got.
Anyway, it's got a transmission.
You guys have got
a
too
little
much junk.
Transmission and a rear end that's narrowed up and a seat and a steering wheel, and he had a Wisconsin on it at one time.
I don't remember.
But anyway, it's a little. It's not really a go-kart, but it's better than a go-kart. You can shift it and all that. And I need to put a motor on that and play with that a little bit.
No, you don't.
It ain't been messed with in almost 40 years.
I know, but that's not important. What's important is the here and now, and
Well, that's one of them things, be fun to play with the grandkids. They're older than our kids was when they played.
I ain't answering that question.
But anyway, that's about it for this video. We hadn't made a video because our internet was out.
Yeah, the wind had blew our cable apart.
Yeah, down there at the box.
Yeah.
Down the road somewhere.
Down the
wind
road.
Somehow. At least that's what the repairman told me.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And one nice
And I
time-
think it was true because for the last 4 or 5 days, it had been flickering, going on and off and on and off and on and off. They're going to break those glasses that are in there, darling.
Couldn't see out of them anyway.
Well, I think they're safety glasses.
These
You're not supposed
Briggs-
to see how.
That flywheel weighs a ton,
Uh-huh.
but these Briggs
Yeah.
have got it. I bent that bolt a little.
Oh, you bend a lot of stuff.
They've got holes in them.
Aren't
Some holes where you can pull the flywheel off.
Aren't they supposed to have holes in them so you can pull the plug?
And that
slide
flywheel
off?
ain't got to be timed. It just fits on a taper there.
Oh.
The magnets are timed. There's a keyway in there that holds the magnets. There's 2 magnets on that.
So I got a
Yeah.
bug crawling on my neck.
This coil goes around outside of it.
Of course he didn't hear me. Yeah.
And these coils are hard to find, and they tell me they sell for about $140 on eBay for any good. And I don't know whether this is any good or
Ooh,
not.
all you gotta do is hook some electricity to it. Oops. Sorry about that, but I gotta wipe a bug off my neck.
But anyway,
Okay.
I got one over here come off that other motor.
Oh, this
I don't know
is
what happened to that.
probably a mouse chewing.
That's what I was thinking, that a rodent or something got down there and chewed on that.
Mm-hmm.
But this one wouldn't fire.
Because they chew on everything.
This coil's no good. It won't fire.
Well,
It
that's
ain't no
the
good
way
for nothing.
things
But I've got
go.
another one that come off that orange motor and throw the rod.
Uh-huh.
But that orange motor is actually
How,
9.
how far did it
And
throw?
I thought it was
how
a-
far did it throw the rod?
Just all over in that pan. It didn't come out.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a 23A FB,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't. That's a 23A, that bigger one.
Okay.
It's a lot smaller. It's just a 9. Not
Okay.
9 horse, just a Series 9.
9. Well, then why you got HP wrote on it? That stands for horsepower.
That's the joy of the internet.
Oh,
I can look that stuff up on the internet and find stuff out like I didn't know what the point gap was, it's 20 thousandths, and what the valve gap is and all that. It didn't have no any of the specifications, no way to get it unless you had the books, and I ain't got the books. And,
you ain't gonna buy the books.
Them PDFs is on the internet if you can do a search for them.
That's
if your
right.
internet's working.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah, if your internet's working.
It's a little cooler under this canopy,
oh my gosh,
but it's still too hot.
It's a hot one today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hot today and hot tomorrow and start cooling off.
Hot tamale?
Hot tamale. It started cooling off just a little bit. And look what Debbie did to me.
I'm not going to even look.
See my nose? She did that. What it was, I growed a pimple and she popped it.
Dang straight. I don't watch Dr. Pimple Popper for nothing.
She watches some Chinese lady from
Dr. Pimple Popper.
From the West Coast.
Sandra Lee.
And she watches her all the time. She says, I've watched her enough I can take that off.
Yes.
I know to get the sack and just how to do it if you'll let me. And I said, well, it'd make a good video. You'd probably get 1 million views, but I ain't gonna let you.
And he's like, do you have any painkiller? And I said, an iron skillet.
She's always got an iron skillet.
And he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, she's always got iron skillets. Don't let nobody, look.
See, there's one right here for bopping him. You never know when you need to bop somebody.
I didn't put that there.
I know. I may need to bop ya. And if you let me, if you'd hold just right, I could bop that and we can see if it could splat and come out your ear.
On that note, was that goodbye? Good luck, you both.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah,
and I'm just teasing. I'm not going to really do that unless he's asleep. Y'all have a great weekend, and be sure and like and subscribe and comment below. And know that I don't torture Randy. He looks like he hasn't been tortured.
Actually, I told her I got a pimple on my nose. I'll let you pop.
That's what he did.
And she was actually in the bedroom watching pimple popping on
I know.
On YouTube.
Yes.
When I come in there and showed that to her.
And I told him, I said, grow some more and I'll make my own video. But he isn't. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and please like and subscribe and comment below, and share with your friends, your neighbors, your buddies, your people you don't care for. Just share, and like, and subscribe. And y'all have the bestest day, and thanks for watching. Bye!